Dessert today is the shakotis, which you saw being made upstairs. The tree cake. In German it's called a Baumkuchen, and Polish it's called a sekash. I'm not sure the rest of the languages. It's on the back of Dinus's card. Believe it or not, it's very popular in Japan right now, and we've been shipping quite a few of them to Japan. So go figure. They also like the roe from the herring too, the Japanese. So it is what it is. Anyway, we're really not a big dessert nation. We do have a Napoleon tort, which is left over from Napoleon, who had a huge influence on Lithuanian in the 1800s. But it's very time-consuming, so you don't get that. You're getting our homemade strudel pieces that we make, and also the pieces of the tree cake. The tree cake is also known as a celebration cake, and when all of us used it as our wedding cake, the tall one was our wedding cake. We did not do a traditional bakery wedding cake. It was torts and the tree cakes. Because of the way one of the other words for tree cake is ragolis, which means horns, and because it was traditionally used for weddings, we dubbed it the horny cake. So that's when we were growing up, we called it the horny cake, because it only showed up for weddings. So the other thing that you've got is a little shot of our kupnikas, which is a honey liqueur made with many, many spices, and if you sip it, you'll be able to feel a few of the spices, like cloves. There's saffron in there. There's cardamom. There's caraway. There's about 20 different spices. Cinnamon being the biggest one. The actual liqueur was, of course, was first done for the very wealthy in Lithuania, and then each family eventually developed their own recipe. Beekeeping is a huge industry in Lithuania, thank goodness, especially since last week there was an article about the fact that China is importing fake honey, or very heavy I forget when you get sick, what do you put on your antibiotics? Heavy antibiotics, which is really, really bad for the bees and everything. So please, look where, if you buy honey, look where it came from, because do not eat Chinese honey. Anyway, most of our honey, like this honey is the things that we use here. I actually have bees, so my batch is from my own bees. And many of us that do raise bees also use their own honey. So this is made with 100% honey and all these other spices. We use it when we get sick in tea, because honey is your natural antibiotic. If you use the honey from your own bees, it is like having an antibiotic, a natural antibiotic.
Which means to your health.
Isveikata means to your health in Lithuanian. So if you'd all kind of take a sip of your kupnikas, and if you want, there's some hot tea there. We have chai. It's really good with chai tea. Really good with chai.
Isveikata.
Isveikata. And thank you so much for coming.